my knowledge is yours. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. You wish to study the tomes?
あ、カラマシさんこんばんは。また来てくれたのありがとう。ストーリーはその後あまり進んでないかな。
Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman.
ありがとうございます。
So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
Oh, ついに。
4 Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
よし。
What are we waiting for, indeed?
新しい設備。もう全然 DM して。明日もやるつもりだから。さっきまでちょっとスプラトゥーンやってたからね。なんか新しい設備ができましたと。なんかめっちゃ広がってない？そう。そうね。ストーリー的にはなんかチョコボ手に入れたぐらいかな。なんか、そう、チョコボ手に入れた。そう。字綺麗だな。鳥足早いから乗れるんだよね。どうやって行くのここ。裏デッキ。
think it's all right to touch him?
あそこね。いた。
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I am.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just.
It's good to know there's some.
Martel's pride. I took it on, you see, after she. And not only is it ready, it's
残念。
actually
で
tasty.
今日なるべく進めるわ。
Like, in fact, she bred the bitter.
Impressive.
I thought this. You couldn't.
It'll be nice being.
Oh, she always had a soft spot for that lot, see? Here you go, Mart. You hear that, Martel?
了解。
Martel would have wanted the curse breakers to be through.
さてさて、どこにいるのかね。渡す人。あそこか。
Did you come through the forge today?
広いな、ここ。あ、わかった。全然ゆっくり休んで。
Martel.
Weren't she the girl from the furrow?
Of course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might.
Please aren't. No, she'd have been proud.
Others weren't so lucky though.
Them old apples.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? Here you are. Allow me to explain. Again. Very good.
A gift from the backyard.
Blimey, these take me back. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach. He'd have them right from the branch, mate.
That sounds like this.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourself. Hang on. He's up. I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Reckon she'd be happy. Clive, tell them.
Not so much as a thank you. Well, you can leave the basket with me.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
果物だって、前の隠れ家で、壊されちゃった隠れ家で、あ、わかんない。英語でアップルって言ってたよ。
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
多分リンゴじゃないかな、だから。
Oh, Clive!
The patron's whisk, does that mean...
Oh no, that's still me. I still catalogue Business is busy.
そう、リンゴって言ってた。ちょっと形変だよね。
Still. Words are immortal. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
あ、これ、え
All in good time, eh? Here you are.
あ、そういうことね。減るんじゃないんだ、ポイント。よかった。
You earned this. I gave you that one, didn't I?
しょぼいな。傭兵団からの差し入れ。
Best of luck out there, Sid.
かわいい。
What's the matter, Nectar?
指先と足先がかわいい。
The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sighting just because they can't be dealt with when they're spot. Right. The people of Valisthea are going through it. The last thing they need is ungodly feet, and perhaps I can.
ね、かわいい。ピャーって。
I don't think so.
写真撮ろう。ミザンブレ広告。とりあえず試しに行ってみましょうか。
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Those men didn't
OK。
Curse breakers. They were clearly very...
They remember. I suppose she was very kind. She put everything... When she died, I named us...
And through you.
I...
By the way...
Of course not. They like your fruit, Martel?
あ、でも今いけないじゃん。メインクエストしかダメですね。
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Porter's Alba. We visit as many as we can, and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Hey, Chocobo.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. All right.
降りれない。
Safe. Stay off. Mockery.
Quiet, you! Nothing wrong.
Jill.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain. Would we,
Of course you'll... What business could the Black Shield have?
Then they must be here.
You fancy dancing the gallows?
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours. For a price. Fare you well?
Excuse me.
You haven't heard? Someone's been starting the Empire want...
Don't they just?
Keep your ears out. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stone. We're going hunting for outlaws. What with their 100-full legions?
Word is, 40 soldiers closed their gates.
You seen him?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shield. At least I think there was a...
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? If only we were.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help notice.
Don't you go telling these I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in... The Empire is a harsh master. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people of this village, we'll not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Mama,怖いな。
So we still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Straight home now.
こいつは
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
You're finished.
あれ黒騎士いるやん。怖っ。
More of my mother's men.
It's over.
いた。
You're finished.
アイス。
Run like the wind.
気持ちいい戦闘。うまっ。
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
どうした？そういうこと。はい、ナイス。
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
ちゃんと情報を教えてくれるのありがたい。
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Kaわいそう。
This was my mother's doing.
Mama ちょっと病気だよ。怖い。
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morning, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back home.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Become!
Hi.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
You find no succor to the south travellers.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde.
Hi.
The place is a wretched hive.
もしあれは宝箱では？しょぼ。
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Stay down!
生意気な。うわ、びっくりした。
That's the main gate. And it looks
Trouble.
like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy. Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough,
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards.
I suspect everyone in that crowd. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnel. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
本当だ、誰もいない。しょぼ。もう宝箱を置かなくていいよ、もう。どこだろう。
Not abandoned then.
us.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
いっぱいいるやん。Ba ba 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 bum.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
アイテム買ってきます。
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
I いっぱいじゃん。
Is that all?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
That broom's as ragged as...
So Martha's all right.
寄り道してきます。どこブローケンヒルト、あそこか。強敵を倒したい。だ。 逃げた。
There's a good boy. Too slow.
Ah. Nice!
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Them pilgers nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Ready, girl? Fly, Ambrosia.
これでから、あいつかな。
Thanks, girl.
こいつだ。
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy. Let's try.
だ、やっちゃった。
It's over.
It's over.
Rest well. I know I will.
アイテム買ってきます。
And what can I do for you? Coin purse weighing you down? You'll not find a better price than that.
Let's go.
Ah, ダメだ、開かないのか。
Be safe.
What is it you require?
アイテム売ってるやん、ここで。
As you wish, my lord. It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will... This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see.
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
But until we arrived...
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
すごいジャンプ力。ほっ。
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against— Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody
hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
More dragons! Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finished him.
Yeah. 怖かった。
I don't see any more.
It did. We sent every last one of the rock. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see her min.
And then it will... I often wonder if the nation, her fields rot. We battled to preserve the... Yet be that as it may. For as long as the Firebirds and her loyal subjects made...
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde? A sound strategy, my...
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. And had I known of this tunnel back...
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be... Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement, where he would be of no use, and so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong... It is why he remains ever vigilant.
Then I will have to think of a way.
I might have... It's the mark of the Guardians.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. If only Sir Tyler could have been here.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
あ、顔似てるね、ちょっと。
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
バグ？剣見えてないけど。
You would mock me as well?
あれ？わざとか。
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
よかったね。
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
どうしたの、ジル。
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, She'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
いつチューすんのこいつらマジで。
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
That monster's taken quite a liking to...
Is it business? Or play? It'd better all be here.
I didn't...
Oh, this? I borrowed it from old Tug. Oh, where's your sense of it from spit roasts to sweetmeats?
If it's my...
Well, I'm no... But you're made of stuff.
Something tells me...
Fantastic!
So...
The only problem? A beast, no doubt. Most...
Does the book say anything?
Well, only that the sweet is for...
Roses. One of the butchers in my...
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad with all the bloody dust.
A sea voyage this time, is it?
Typical nobles.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
いいじゃん。
There are new billets being... Clive!
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't, and if I'm honest, he ain't. But normally it only takes something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark. But I'm thinking he might.
Fine.
I knew you'd...
But if he doesn't want to talk...
All right, now, he'll wait a bit, then...
How did we never hear about these Guardians?
I could have sworn we had a few more. That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Catherine.
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something... I thought you...
I told you.
Clive just wants to talk to him. Please, mate.
Phil, shut you up. It's not the sort of thing...
Why didn't you tell...
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too...
可愛いとこあるじゃん。
Now every time I reach for my hammer, there. You up? You got what you came...
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a... Didn't think anything could...
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his... Something tells me if he has doubts.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cure, assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. Karen. Yeah, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd
And he ain't been himself since he...
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Makes all his stuff to order. But
You don't know where we might find...
like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. I don't trust hunters, neither.
I see.
He did tell me, apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here. There's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on... Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted?
Thank you, Karen.
At least you admit.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have.
I'll leave the hunting to you while you get on with that.
Good idea.
ノルバーントリデ西門。かわいい。遠いな。
Good day to you.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
どこだどこだ。猫。
Let's go. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Look sharp.
うわえうわかっこよくなってる。あ、強っ。
Something there, boy. Could that be our man?
これかっこいいけどちょっと使いづらいな。
You all right?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille.
Not so lowly. Do you remember selling to him?
Bought a cuirass from me. Didn't stop. She's...
It's not her who sent...
Well...
You should be. He's a master of it.
Blacksmith, and I don't imagine an impressive swordsman. I did actually...
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I use. If your man's as skilled...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home. Short of...
In that case...
I'd be much obliged if... Right. You send your...
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Monster's taken quite a liking to
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him? Or...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive.
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm. Turns out he's from Tabor, but our friend Camille guards a long-held...
Then we better keep...
This still.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway.
It's good to have you back.
Just don't expect me to go turn. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly. Don't get me started on how much. I reckon I can make something about as good. Something. Anyway, enough now.
Looks like we won't be needing.
As if there was a better one. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. Right, now that's thanks, Clive.
Này quả.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
It's you.
Anything else?
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Oh, unwanted violets.
What, you're looking for scorpion tails? Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. Used to chuck them in the pot when they were, and even if they were.
Do the scorpion...
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ah, あの辺りか。
Stay sharp.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Faster!
Hiya.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Nice.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Did you find...
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do?
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your...
やばそう。
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What, the salt on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
ドン引きしとるやん。
Could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek.
What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drustinus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Is it business or pleasure? You'll not find a better price than that.
We'll be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
一瞬お手洗いてきます。 戻りました。
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
え、先化してるもしかして。
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency. Allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
かっこいい。
For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
写真撮ろう。OK。どうしよう、ジルーは死んでほしくないな。
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Time to fight. You're finished. Too slow.
The old arboretum is just up there. We'll enter the caves from there.
What?
Look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle.
Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of his maw.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
やばそう。
Don't breathe it in.
chump. Don't these things have roots?
これやだ。
Too slow. Nice try.
強かった。
Press on.
Yes. It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
That's better.
Okay.
Slow.
Try. 1発、2発、3発。
Is there no other way across?
かっこいい。
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not.
なんか汗ばんでるジルかわいい。
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Right.
We aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path.
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
That?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Tiger.
Too slow.
強っ。
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception. Too slow.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
It's over.
You hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Lady Marley.
It's me.
By the mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me. I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
It's over.
Nice. OK、そっちが正しい道ね。
How many of them are there?
Too many.
Slow.
お、1200キロはすごい。
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
I got plenty stone. To me, Blade! Fire and flame!
Nice try.
Waken!
そんな。
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me.
かわいそう。
And what did you do in return?
まだ若いのに。
You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption.
要するにエッチなことするってこと？
Paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it. Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster, and my soul is stained black. Though not by ether, but by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more, nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Now!
Right! Why can't I do it? Please, just once.
She won't be able to hold that lava back forever. We'd better make this quick. Slow. Nice try.
won't take long. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Well done, Togo.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here, use this.
Sid. You're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed. I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure...
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. The looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbrek in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Clive? Must have been hot. I know how hard it can be. Not Sangfordian, do you? Should last you a good while. That it? Fine. Back, are ya? Not Sangfordian, do you? My best work, but it'll do. And?
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid? You cracked another crystal?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. From what I hear, the poor buggers. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Is that all? Well, don't just stand there gawping. From what I... Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Back, are ya? What do you want? My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. Anything else?
Oh, bother.
About what?
I've two dresses. Those girls rack. And we most certainly wouldn't want the poor.
Of course.
Oh, you see, I've paid for, but they don't deliver. What?
And
I would. And don't let them. He said they'd give us new clothes. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. I'll be here waiting.
出ます。ありがとうございました。